Okay, so today we're going to unpack a really interesting creative pivot.
A bad one.
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive into the launch of a new audio project, the More Than Transgender Podcast.
And the creator is Kenisha, who's a transgender content creator and entrepreneur.
Right, and our source is the transcript from her intro video, which is just called the intro. And it explains this really deliberate choice she made.
And it's a choice that, it really goes against the grain for a lot of creators, doesn't it?
It does.
You know, the standard roadmap when you have a big story is usually the autobiography. That's kind of seen as the pinnacle.
And she was on that path. She admits she wanted to write that book for a long, long time.
But then she just scraps it.
And I think her reasoning really gets at a limitation of that whole memoir format. She said she wanted to provide, and I'm quoting here, more value than just experiences and self-help 1-2-3s.
That phrase right there, self-help 1-2-3s, that's the key, I think.
Why do you say that?
Well, it suggests that a book, it almost forces you to clean up the messiness of life into these neat, linear steps. Step 1, step 2, and boom, success.
But real-time support doesn't look like that. It's not a numbered list.
Exactly. It looks more like, like a survival guide. And that's the specific metaphor she uses for the podcast.
A memoir is a look back, but a survival guide is a tool for what's happening now.
It prioritizes utility over history, and there was this external push, too. She credits her internet mentors for telling her
To go all in.
Yeah, to go all in on herself. But the really interesting part is just the speed. A book takes years, right? Publishing, editing.
Oh, sure.
A podcast.
Yeah.
She literally says, I decided today was the day.
That immediacy changes the whole dynamic. You aren't building a legacy. You're broadcasting a lifeline.
A lifeline. That's a good way to put it. So if this is a survival guide, we kind of need to know what terrain she's navigating.
And this is where her mission gets super precise. It's not just about the transgender experience in a broad sense.
No, she wants to navigate the space. And this is her phrase. Beyond the social stigmas, parades, and stereotypes.
That grouping parades and stereotypes is fascinating to me.
Right.
Because usually you see parades as the positive side. Celebration, visibility.
And stereotypes are the negative, but she lumps them together.
It's like she sees both as a kind of distraction.
I think so, because if you think about it, both can be performative. A parade is a spectacle. A stereotype is a reduction. They both deal with how people see the identity from the outside.
So she's saying the real survival guide has to exist in the space between those extremes, the day-to-day.
Exactly. She calls it the been there, done that part of it.
Which implies she's talking to people who are already in it, not trying to explain it to everyone else.
Which brings us right to the title of the show, its whole philosophy, the more than.
Okay.
She's basically saying the label transgender, that's the container, but the humanity, the person inside, that's the more.
So it's about not letting the label become the whole story. And by using audio, a podcast, she can explore that more in a conversation.
Yes. It becomes an evolving dialogue instead of just one static record set in print.
She's stripping away the public performance to get to the human utility.
So I guess the big takeaway is that sometimes the most valuable thing you can offer isn't your polished, finished success story.
It's your active, in-the-moment survival tactics.
Which leaves us with a thought for you to take away. Kenisha is stripping away the parades and stereotypes of her identity to find the survival guide underneath.
So the question is,
if you stripped away the public performance and all the assumptions attached to your main identity label, whatever that might be for you, what practical survival guide lessons are hiding under there that maybe you haven't shared yet?
that is definitely something to think about. Thanks for listening to this deep dive, everyone.